Welcome in with a fin. In this video I'm going to show you how to turn a regular sled like this into a DIY expedition sled. For the build, you will need a drill, matches or a lighter, a small knife or scissors, 3 carabiners, elastic straps with hooks, elastic cord, rope, rubber grommets, 2 hose clamps, screws and wing nuts, 4 washers, 50 centimeters of rubber pipe, 2 extendable broom handles, and a sled. I suggest buying a longer sled because you can pack it lower, making it harder to flip the sled. I just used my old sled, which is a bit too short, so I had to overpack it and it flipped immediately on uneven ground. Oh, it flipped again! Don't worry, I will list these to the video description and I will also add the link to the original video from where I got the idea to build one myself. So first, remove the old rope from the sled. Next, drill holes around the sled. So basically the more you have these, more securely the gear will stay on place. What I'm using here is rubber grommets, and they are basically there just to keep the rope from sliding through the hole. You want to put the rope through the grommet and put the rope through here and just make a basic knot to keep it on place. You want to have some extra here so that you can adjust the length of the last attachment point as well. Now right here on the second hole, you want to bend the rope like this and put the rope through a grommet. Like that. And make a basic knot here. Make sure that it can't come through there. At this point, you need to measure this carefully so that it's tight enough to keep your gear on place, but not too tight so that you cannot attach it to the other rope coming from this side. Now I have gone around the whole sled, making these attachment points. Here in the front, cut the rope. Cut the end here, the first knot you made in the beginning. Put these two through the grommet. And now you can check the length for the first one and the last one. And then this is a bit tricky, but you have to make a similar kind of basic knot under here. And finalize them. I'm going to put one of these on each side here so that I have an attachment point like this. Like that. If you can't find these anywhere, what I'm using, you can always just use a clip like this on these points so that you clip them together like this. So now I'm going to do the pulling system for the sled. I want to have these kind of bars here in the front, so when I go downhill the sled cannot slide and ram me. These are just brush handles that extend. The reason why I want them to be extendable is because when I'm storing the sled I can have them here in smaller size, and when I'm actually pulling the sled I want to be able to get the sled far away so that it won't be on top of my skis, for example. But before doing the pulling system with these handles, I'm going to make an emergency pulling system. So I'll just put the rope through the original attachment points here in the front. and make a very basic knot there. Now you see here under the sled in the front we have this one little loop. What I'm going to do next, tie this to the rope. Now what I have here is a pulling rope that I can attach here easily if needed. Pull using this, and I can detach it easily when I'm not needing it. And you can make this as long as you want, but I think I'm going to just make a few meters long. And with the other end, I'm just going to make a simple loop. Like that. So what I have here is an emergency pulling system. Next I'm going to show you how to do the main pulling system to the sled. Yeah. So I just use basic pliers, these cutters here, to cut this end. I'm gonna just melt it like this so that there are no harsh spots that can hurt me. Making it large enough so that it's easy to put the rope through. And now we need to put the rope through the hole. Okay, so I went and bought new rope. This one is half the size of the one I had originally. Oh, that just went through so easily. And just like that, it went through. To this end I'll just make a basic bowline knot. And you want to leave a little loop here to the end. And at this end I will attach one of these carabiners. Yep, now it's perfect. When you fully extend it, you can feel that it's tight here. Now I'll just repeat the same process to the other broom handle. Okay, just finish the other one. So what I have now is two of these broom handles that both have a loop in the other end and a carabiner in the other end, and a rope runs through inside them. Rubber tube, and cut approximately 25 centimeter, two 25 centimeter pieces out of it. That's the first one. And that's the second piece. Now I have two 25 centimeter pieces of the rubber tube. Now what we want to do here on the side of the sled is drill two holes for attaching these rubber tubes, and these will work as a hinge for the broom handles. And now this loop end here, you want to put the loop end through the pipe. At this point you want to add this kind of a clamp. Don't forget this. I'll put the clamp first, then pull this through here. And the reason we have this loop here is that we are going to attach this last hole so that the bolt goes through the loop, through the rubber and through the loop. You can see right there, the bolt goes through the loop and then comes out this end. And this I'll push through here. And now we can tighten these up. I use these to attach the bolt to underneath, so that it's much easier to just hold here with my fingers and screw this down. Put the clamp over the rubber pipe. And now just tighten it. There, that will stay on place. And now I'm going to just repeat the process with the other side. So this is what the finalized sled looks like. There are two hooks here that you can put either on your belt or to your backpack or a pulling system. They can be easily crossed so that the sled will kind of live with your movement a bit. There is the emergency pulling system if this one breaks, and you can do this to any type of sled. So yeah, this is the finished sled. I'm going to take this on a winter hike tomorrow, and I'll show you some videos of that and how the sled actually performs. The sled is fully packed now, and I'm really glad that I made these strings long, because as you see I overpacked it really much this time, so it's great that they stretch enough. I could put this to the car really easily because these were folded. Now I'm just able to extend these and attach them to my backpack. Yeah, now I'm ready to go. Thank you for watching, and hopefully this was helpful for you. See you in our next adventure.